we go to college, most of us build a bond towards our collegiate sports teams that cannot be broken. Soccer fans in England, whether they were growing up in Manchester, London, or any city, feel the same way about their local soccer clubs. Since I was 10 years old, I've been playing competitive soccer as well as watching the soccer leagues in England. I've learned a lot over the years from watching the leagues, and I wanted to share a little bit today what I've learned since this was a sport you watched me play. England soccer fans show a passion for their sport that is nothing like it in the world. To be able to understand soccer fans in England, first need to know the clubs they root for, the deeply rooted rivalries, and also the rowdy antics that first developed in the 20th century. Let's first take a look at what the clubs they root for. Located in Manchester is one of the oldest and largest clubs in the world, the Red Devils, or the Manchester United. Founded in 1878, the team is the most prestigious club in England, winning 20 championships. And the supporters wear it like a badge. On match day, the fans come out in droves to watch the Red Devils play at Old Trafford, which is the largest stadium in England, which has a capacity of 74,879, according to Statista.com. Next, in Fulham, is Chelsea FC, or as their supporters like to call themselves, the Blues. Founded in 1905, the team has went on to win 6 championships. Next, located in Liverpool, is Liverpool FC. Liverpool FC has some of the most passionate supporters in England, and going to see a game at Anfield is a sight to see. Just like at Anfield or any major big club, you can see their fans singing along to songs and chants throughout the whole 90 minutes. Other major clubs in England include Arsenal, Tottenham, Everton, and many more, with layers upon layers of divisions. No matter how small the team is, whether it's in city, town, or neighborhood, you will see their fans out on match day. As many of these clubs are just miles apart, they build deeply rooted rivalries. One of the biggest rivalries in sports happens in Manchester. Everybody in the city marks their calendar twice a year to watch the game between Manchester United and Manchester City. The two team stadiums are just 4 miles apart. Growing up in Manchester, every young boy or girl has to make a choice on which team they will choose to support, and that can and will make or break relationships in the schoolyard. Farther down south in London is something similar that happens, which is the North London Derby. Just like Manchester Derby, the game happens twice a season between Arsenal and Tottenham. Their stadiums are also just 4 miles apart. I also mark this game on my calendar every year because Tottenham is my favorite team. I can personally attest to the fact that Arsenal fans are extremely passionate and nasty, because I went to the North London Derby at a local pub in Nashville where Arsenal games happen almost every single. They watch Arsenal games almost every single game. Luckily, I didn't wear my Tottenham jersey that day. When away fans travel to stadiums like these, or games like these, they're actually sectioned off from the home fans to avoid fights within the stadium. After most matches, fans go their separate ways back to their homes, but violence and riots can occur. One thing England fans are known for is their rowdy antics. This can range from a fist fight in a pub to people being severely injured. Before the development of the English Premier League in 1992, matches were almost unbearable to go to because of the constant fighting at the matches. During the 1970s, hooligan firms started to pop up among popular clubs, giving themselves the nicknames such as Headhunters, Red Army, the Suicide Squad, and the Gremlins. Basically, they would fight each other. And so, as of today, they're not as well organized, and many of them don't exist. But violence and riots can still occur. According to a New York Times article written in 2000, during a match between England and Germany and Belgium, 850 people were detained, while 56 were injured. Fans were seen causing havoc at bars, shops, starting fires, and damaging cars outside of stadiums, most of them England fans. This almost caused England to be kicked out of their international competition. Almost caused them to get kicked out of the largest international competition, the Euros. Also, during a 2009 match between West Ham United and Millwall, a man was stabbed, according to a BBC article. Fighting between the two teams, fans started to break out 2 hours before the kickoff, and during the match, 3 pitch evasions happened where hundreds of fans swarmed the field. League officials today have now kept the violence to a minimum, but racism towards players on the pitch from spectators is a new challenge they're trying to tackle. Even with the issues with the fans, soccer in England is still one of the most watched sports in the world. Now, with some background knowledge on who the clubs are, what the rivalries mean to the fans, and the violence and riots that occur in England, you should have a better understanding as to why the people of England are so crazed about soccer.